Poosh, 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 Poosh.
It's Poosh Your Wellness Day, guys. Time to get up.
Where am I? Ow!
Oh my god.
What a night!
Oh my gosh. Are you guys dying?
I'm
So excited for today, but man, my head hurts. Too many kombucha crushers.
Yeah, one too many tequila shots. Sam.
Same
I'm
girl.
going to make a matcha.
You guys, I have the perfect thing for us.
Help,
We have
please.
to hydrate.
Yes, I need
Liquid IV.
Fine. Sam, how'd you know to put that by our bed?
It's so good. I mean, always
would need
after
it.
a crazy night.
I wish I knew about this so good sooner. I just feel like it's so good for electrolytes, working out, for just like big days when I don't want to have too much caffeine. And I feel like it plumps my skin too. I just love the look of being hydrated. I already feel better.
I've never had the guava. This is
I
my
look
first time
better.
having the guava one.
Isn't it so good?
I usually do the lemon lime.
I've only done lemon lime. Is it so good?
I only do
guava?
guava.
love it.
Are you doing lemon lime? So good.
Get ready for our big day.
We can just
We've
cuddle
all
for
worked
like-
so hard.
For like 10 more minutes and then we'll get the day started.
Yeah.
Let's take a selfie. We want a selfie to commemorate.
Always need
Oh, Michelle, you better have a long arm, Sarah, like so really long.
I actually
selfie
have
arm.
long arms, so
Yay!
here, look. Cute!
Oh my god, I love
Wait,
that one.
Oh yeah, you look the best in that one. See, I'm getting closer.
Last night was so fun, but I can't wait for everything today.
I know. I'm so excited.
What are you most excited about?
I think they're all going to be great, but I think the Beyond Meat, like the vegan tacos.
Oh, they're
panel.
so good.
Oh, with Kim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like want to know exactly what they do so that I can start making them at home.
You're vegan now,
Pop
yeah?
back in.
I am. I'm vegan now. What are we so excited about?
The vegan tacos.
With Kim.
Yeah.
Cute.
I'm excited for face yoga, obviously, with Peach and Lily. Alicia is
Oh my
so
gosh.
amazing.
She's so amazing.
I love her. I'm super excited for my panel with Kendall.
Oh, that was gonna be my
818 Tequila. We're going to be making drinks and
We're playing a fun game too that we're gonna surprise.
We're
Kourtney
surprising you with a
question.
game of
Oh my God,
questions.
yes.
And then what are you excited about?
Well, I was gonna say the happy hour, but the tongue therapy. I feel like that's kind of similar
to face
similar,
yoga.
Yeah, similar to the face yoga where it's
Yep.
yeah.
And all the health benefits. Like,
Yeah, have you been
Of
practicing
tongue.
your
No,
the
but
tongue
honestly, I have it taped on my mirror in my bathroom, and I
Yeah.
have all the tools, which is like a popsicle stick. It's like simple tools.
yeah,
just show
and
me
the
one?
balloon.
Just show me one.
You know those like rubber bands for when you have braces? The little, so
Yeah.
you could put one on the tip of your tongue, and then you could also do it without once you get better, but there's this spot right here. You just keep your tongue there and put a timer for a minute and keep your mouth closed. And you have to keep this all relaxed. It strengthens your tongue and it helps it get in the proper positioning for like your mouth for better function. It helps like your neck, your
I can
shoulders.
tell that when you said to relax this,
Yeah,
I
I
felt
automatically,
everything go
like,
down.
do this.
I overuse my neck. Like when they were doing the therapy
Yeah.
with me, they're like, you totally overused your neck. They're like, you probably have like so much tension in your shoulders and neck, which I do
Yeah.
Yeah,
all the
doing
time.
that.
If you do it, like say you're driving, and then you can get the time more and more and try to do like 5 minutes.
I feel like doing that and face yoga and then
you just
Also, the tongue therapy, it does different things, but it also does youthful stuff. They said like in certain countries, I think like Brazil, before they'll do any facial surgery, they will have them do tongue therapy
No way.
because they may change their mind.
wow. Oh, the sleep panel will be really interesting.
yeah, I think so too.
Is Steph doing the sleep panel? She said she would do
It's
it.
with slip silk, yes. At home, I only sleep with silk pillowcases.
So I have these on my bed, but then I keep one in the closet. We slept really well last night.
We sure
Did you guys?
I mean, she was
except for-
spooning me. It was kind of bizarre.
You guys, what if we literally worked like this?
In bed.
have
Like,
our
got up,
laptops.
have
You're
our
like,
laptops.
this would be your dream.
No, but this would actually be like a good day of getting stories and like
would.
making
Oh
deals.
yeah, we would
Yeah,
have.
yeah,
But
yeah.
also like talking through ideas
Yeah.
and being like, you guys, we should do this. Like if we
Let's
just
do it.
spent the whole day.
Stay together.
Yeah.
It doesn't
bed.
have to be in bed.
No, I love it.
I don't know. I love it in bed though.
Yeah, me too. Your bed's so comfy. Can we take a nap too?
And we
Yeah.
can just stay in our PJs all day.
We should. Should we wear our 90s PJs?
How many people can you fit in this bed?
Thank you guys.
Yeah, what's the
At least one more
You could definitely fit one
person
person.
at the edge.
Mark
Have
could
Mark
be at
and
the
Rob.
edge and
So Fitness Marshall, we're doing the dance with Fitness Marshall, which I actually really.
Are we gonna
really
put on
wanna do.
workout clothes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited
Can we
for that.
borrow?
Of course.
Because we didn't expect to spend the night.
Mi casa,
Yeah, what-
su casa. Follow me, girl.
Go.
Ugh.
and welcome to the Poosh Your Wellness virtual event. We are so excited to be here with you today. We're going to kick things off with a nice, simple, easy-to-follow warm-up dance song to one of our favorite throwbacks. Now, there is no excuses. I want you to get up, do your best, have the time of your life, and get ready to slay.
Music make you lose control. Music make you lose control.
Get up, get ready, we're gonna work. We have a huge fun day ahead of us, and we're gonna start right now. We're gonna step, our hands are gonna come up, and then they're gonna slap our thighs as hard as you possibly can. Let's go right now. Up.
Cute face, chubby waist, thick legs in shape, rump shaking,
up and down, pop, yes, work, hey.
Planet rocker, showstopper, flow popper, head knocker, beat scholar,
pop it out.
Do my thing.
Take it to the side and pull. Yes.
Lamborghini, Blue Medina, always beaming, rag top, chrome pipes.
Hold and look to the side. Look front. Hey.
Make that money, throw it in.
Grapevine to the right, let's go.
Everybody here.
Step.
Get your best off the wall, 'cause misdemeanor said.
We are just warming up, getting our bodies loose. You have a fun day ahead of you, and this is just the beginning. Throw it out. I'm feeling a little spiritual. Take it up and praise.
We're gonna make you lose control and let it
Stick
go.
it and throw it up, down.
Rock to the beat till I'm higher. The walk in the club is fire. Get it crunk and wired. Wave your hands, scream louder. If you smoke, then fire.
I want you to whip your hair as hard as you possibly can.
If you tipsy, stand up. DJ,
throw it in your face.
Take somebody by the waist and now throw it in their face like hypnotic.
You have one more chance to do this. Let me see it.
Take somebody by the waist and now throw it in their face like systematic, ecstatic. This hit be
pull it out and pull. Big. Yes. This is just practice. I want you to slay as hard as you can. Let's go. Woo. Grapevine right. Get some air. We are working so hard today. We're just gonna dip our hips down and rub our rumps. Now, you can touch your body. You own it. Throw it front, throw up, throw up. As you've probably guessed, this gets a little bit faster. Let's go. Do it for Sierra. Pull. Hey. You're pulling the fire alarm because you're so hot. Keep it up. I'm gonna ask you to do something a little crazy. I want you to roll your body as sexy as possible. Let's go. Up, down. Oh. A little bit faster. Back it up, let's go. Hey. Woo. Back it up right into your couch. Take it front. Hey, get lower. How much cartilage do you have in those knees? You just crushed that. I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much for dancing with us. Once again, we are the Fitness Marshal, and we hope you have a great rest of your day at the Poosh Your Wellness Virtual Festival.
Hi, how are you? My name is Yanina Oyarzo. I'm a lifestyle and beauty content creator, and I'm so excited to be here for Push Your Wellness with Youth to the People to show you guys what my skincare regimen is and how to make sure that you're ready, set, and glowing. So first off is water. I wake up every morning and I drink water with lemon because it has so many benefits from it, from making you younger to helping you detox anything that you ate the night before or the day before. So here we're gonna be drinking water. I'm also using a bamboo straw because we gotta save the planet. So first things first, we're gonna start off with the Kale Green Tea Vitamin Spinach Superfood Cleanser. Now, I love this cleanser because it's actually vegan and cruelty free. And the brand, Youth to the People, if you don't know, is actually from LA. So you're gonna start and just put it around your face. I also love how it smells. It smells super clean and healthy. I have this thing that I don't care what happened. I cannot go to sleep with my makeup on. I will be intoxicated in bed and I'm like, I need to take my makeup off. So this is something really important when you are wanting better skin. It all starts with your regimen. Make sure that you're taking off your makeup because whether it's impurities, whether it's the pollution in the air, the things you're putting on your face, sweat, it causes acne, it causes your skin to break out, also hormonal imbalance. So you want to make sure that you're trying to put the best things on your skin. We have a little Pluto here featuring us today, but it's okay. So you go like this, take it off. Now another thing I like to do when I'm doing my skincare is 2 to 3 times a week, I like to do a face mask. So a face mask is really good because it helps target different parts of your skin. There's charcoal face mask, there's different face masks, but the one that we're gonna be using today is the Yerba Mate Resurfacing Energy Facial. Now this one, if you've ever gotten a facial, you know what microdermabrasion is, and usually it's with a machine, you have to go to a spa. Well, with this one you can get it right at home. Now the reason why I like doing this 2 to 3 times a week is because it is an exfoliating facial. It has little tiny grains in it that helps take away dead skin, helps balance your skin tone. So you want to go like 30 to 60 seconds in circular motions. You'll feel the little grains on your skin, which means that it is exfoliating your skin. Now, obviously you don't want to get inside here because this is a very sensitive area of our face, but everywhere else. Now, another thing that I really do like about this is that it has yerba mate. So if you don't know, yerba mate is a kind of tea that a lot of people drink, and it actually is a really good form of energy. So I like to drink it to help me detox. I like to drink it to wake me up. So this is also waking up your skin. So we're gonna go ahead and take this off with a wet cloth. Make sure to be gentle with yourself, not harsh, because it is already grainy. So it's already doing its job. You might notice that you get a little bit red, but don't worry. It goes away within like 5-10 minutes. You know, a lot of people ask me, oh, Yanina, what are some skincare tips that you have? And I swear doing this and just having time to yourself, being able to, take away time to just do things that make you feel better from the inside out honestly helps. I love putting spa music when I'm doing this and it just relaxes me, or I just, tell my phone to play chill music and I'll pull up a random playlist, and it just starts with the mind, body, and soul. You want to go outside, you have to start within, in my opinion. So I also love doing this face mask, and I'll just start journaling to, make time pass, watch a TV show, do some things around the house. And next thing you know, a few minutes have passed and it's penetrated a little bit more. Okay, so now that we've done that, I'm gonna just get a little wet cloth, take away anything left. All right, so now that we've done that, we gotta put moisture back in our skin. So the way we do that is with moisturizer. You wanna make sure that your face is entirely dry, so I'm using dry little cloths. Okay. So the moisturizer that we're gonna be using is the Superfood Air Whip Moisture Cream. This is with kale and spinach, and it also has hyaluronic acid, which is a great ingredient for moisture. All you wanna do is grab it like this, probably like a dime size, nickel size. And what I do is I put 3 little dots all over my face, and I just go with my hands. Now, a good tip that an esthetician told me, and a makeup artist, whether it's for skincare or makeup, is that whenever you do your skincare and your makeup, you always want to go up. Gravity is already bringing us down, so whatever you do, go up. You can give yourself a little facial massage by doing this, but you want to go up. We want higher cheekbones. We want our eyes to be up. When you get to your forehead, same thing, up. And please, please, please do not forget your neck. So our hands and our necks are the ones that show our age the fastest. So you want to go up as well. And I personally saw this in an Instagram video, and the lady does like this, and she goes back, get rid of any water retention in our lymph nodes and things of that sort. Okay, so now we finished the skincare routine, and I need a little sip of water. Now, let's say you have some errands to run today. You need to go to the mall, you need to go check the mail, you have to go to lunch with a friend or maybe even a coworker. And you're like, you know, I love the skin glowing and everything, but I want to amp it up just a little bit. So what I love to do is I love to do my brows, do some blush, correct and fix some little things, and out the door. You still have your glowing skin from the facial and the little mini skincare routine that you did at home, but you also have a little elevated look. So the first thing we're gonna do is our brows. Now I'm all about the European girl who doesn't want to be those cool European girls. So for me, during quarantine, I got a little plug happy, and I have a little sparse areas, so I like to just fill those spaces. There you go. Super cute. Now, another thing that is very in style right now is the brow gels. An eyebrow expert actually told me that the trick to get effortless, fluffy brows is to go the opposite way of your eyebrows. So if your hairs are going this way and this way for the eyebrows, you would put your brow gel going this way. And when I did that and I found that little trick, I was like, oh my God, why didn't I know this? Then we're gonna correct and conceal a little bit in little areas that we feel we're dealing with. I will say, because we just did a resurfacing facial, you don't want to go over areas like Pluto over here that I had, because it's very sensitive skin right now. So you just want to let it breathe. You grab any beauty like sponge that you have, and you just want to blend it out. I don't like covering too much the like little red areas around here though, because I feel like it gives you a natural little blush look. And that's what we're going for anyways. Like, yes, I'm rosy, I'm glowy. I'm sorry. Do you not wake up like this? You should do this facial skincare routine. Another thing I really like doing when I'm doing these kind of things is just reminding myself the problems that you don't have. I learned this recently, and a lot of the times our mind can get so caught up in our stresses and in the things that we're dealing with that if we really take a step back and we're like, well, you know what? I don't have this problem to deal with, I don't have that problem to deal with, then you start being a little bit more grateful for what you have. And I don't know about you, but for me, you gotta feel good inside to be able to look good on the outside. That goes with skin, that goes with makeup, that goes with the energy you give off people. If you're feeling something inside, somebody's gonna feel it. I will tell you that. I'm an empath. I'm definitely a person that like senses energy, and you can't lie to your girl. I will be like, what's wrong? I can tell something's off. So we're just putting a little cream blush So with that being said, just make sure that you're working on yourself. Make sure that you're being kind to yourself. Whether you're dealing with acne, whether you're dealing with stresses of life, just be kind to yourself and, you know, give yourself a break. We all went through 2020. That's more than enough to be proud of for getting through that. I'm using a little bit of a gel highlighter. I like putting it where I know the light is gonna hit. So I put it here. Now Rihanna once said that your highlighter goes at the top and then a little bit into your eye corner. So whatever Rihanna does, I follow. A little bit on my forehead. I only do one side of my forehead so that you don't look like a shiny disco ball. But instead, it's like, oh, I'm turning, oh, the light hit me, you know? So I hope you guys enjoyed my Ready, Set, Glow routine. Thank you so much to Kourtney, to Poosh Your Wellness and Youth to the People. And until next time, bye.
Hey Poosh Your Wellness, thank you so much for having us here. My name is Sarah and I'm here with Miriam. We are both myofunctional therapists from the Breathe Institute, and we are going to share some exercises that you can do for your face, and not just for how you look, but also for your health and your wellness. But today we're going to focus on beauty. So normally when Miriam and I work with patients, we're talking about breathing and sleep. But today we are going to be going into some of the cosmetic reasons that myofunctional therapy exercises can be helpful. Let's start with 3 exercises. I'm going to talk about smiling first. So we've got 3 smiling exercises that Miriam's going to be the beautiful model. I'm going to talk about how to do the exercise. And so the first thing that I want you to think about when it comes to your face is we all want beautiful toned cheekbones and we all want good jawline. So smiling is actually a really, really great way to achieve that. So we're going to talk about smiling 3 ways. So number 1 is just a big smile. So let's see Miriam do it. Now when she does this, she's working all these muscles here, and this is really gonna help with toning. So maybe instead of adding some of that extra bronzer, or maybe instead of getting some filler, if you just work on using your muscles and getting these, your facial muscles moving and activated, you can really get some of that tone. So for Miriam, when she's smiling really big, think about the feeling of when you're just laughing really hard with your friends and your face gets tired and sore. That's what she's gonna try to do. So for 2 minutes, holding that smile, focusing here, but the key is not on the neck. So you don't want your neck to be really engaged. So show us maybe, yes, like that. So we don't want that. So smiling with using your face and focusing on the muscle going up rather than the corners of the mouth going down. Which leads me to our next exercise, which is just a tiny, like a baby smile, okay? So it is a Mona Lisa smile, so give it a try. So all Miriam is doing is pursing the corners of her lips just a tiny bit so that they turn up. Now, the thing that this exercise can really help with is when, we've all kind of seen it, right? Like when people at rest, their face looks like maybe they're frowning, something that you might hear like RBF or maybe resting bitch face, okay? This is one of those things that actually it can really help when you do look like at rest, your face maybe looks a little unhappy, okay? So
something that I'm currently working on. I feel this exercise. It's a good one.
Yeah, and it's really simple, it's subtle, and it's just turning up the corner of your mouth at rest and practicing holding that. Eventually, it will feel natural. What do you think, Miriam?
Yes, eventually. I hope so.
All right, so let's just review those 2 exercises together. So Miriam, let's get our big smiles on. And you at home watching, let's just spend a minute or 2 just smiling. You guys can listen and smile at the same time. Really focus on engaging the facial muscles, feeling it in your cheeks and not in your neck and not down here. Okay, so you want to smile up, not down, okay? You ready? Let's try the second one, the Mona Lisa smile or the baby smile. Try it at home. Miriam, you can try it. It's just a little bit of a pursing. So here we go. So if you're watching in the mirror, just really focus on, you might even get a little dimple kind of like Miriam has there. It's just a baby smile or a Mona Lisa smile. And it's just really focusing on the corners of your lips.
And what does this do for us?
This is to help with that frown. We want you to turn that frown upside down at rest so you don't look like you're angry and maybe you have that resting bitch face appearance, okay? Yeah. So that's what we're trying to avoid here. All right, so our third smiling exercise, and you guys can try this with us at home too, it's smiling with 1 cheek at a time, okay? So Miriam's gonna do it, so smile, count to 3. 1, 2, 3, relax your face completely. Now smile with the other cheek only. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and then relax. And then try it again 1 more time on the other side, Miriam. 1, 2, 3, and then relax. And then the other side. 1, 2, 3. And sometimes, honestly, you will feel a little awkward doing these, but the good news is you're at home, you're by yourself, you don't have to do these in public, but they're really, really helpful. So those are our smiling exercises. Now, I think we should move on. Let's talk about some tongue exercises because the tongue is really, really critical when it comes to the way our jaw lines look. So when your tongue is up in your palate, like the full tongue has to be up fully in the roof of your mouth, now your jaw is going to look toned and much more defined, okay? Now, if your tongue is down in the bottom of your mouth, and Miriam can demonstrate, when the tongue is down low, you're going to have more of that double chin appearance, okay? You're gonna look
Nobody wants
fuller.
that.
Nobody wants that. You're gonna look a little fuller down here. And the idea is if you can get your tongue up, it will bring everything up and you'll have more of that defined toned jawline and less of a double chin appearance, okay? So let's just see for Miriam. Now she puts her tongue down, good, and then up. Can you guys see the difference? Hopefully that if you're trying this on yourself at home, hopefully you can see the difference in yourself because it's one of those critical things. So practice getting the back of your tongue up when your mouth is closed, and that's really gonna help the way your jaw looks. Let's go to the second tongue exercise, which is moving the tongue left and right. So if you're at home, start with your mouth open about halfway. You can do it, Miriam, just like that. Now her tongue is gonna go left and right and just go to the very corner, exactly. Now the key is she is not moving her jaw, so we don't want the tongue and the jaw to move together. So if you're doing this at home, really pay attention. You don't want that jaw moving. So the point of this exercise is if you're someone who struggles with clenching and grinding, which is so common, TMJ pain or headaches, if your tongue and your jaw move together left and right, now you're gonna end up with more pain because of the muscle compensation. So that's a little one that I think talking about the tongue is really important for function and not just beauty. So
yeah, we do that for 1 minute as well, right?
1 minute, yes. So you'll look in the mirror, focus on, smiling. You can add in the smile to work on your face, move the tongue left and right, and that is really going to help. So now when your tongue is toned and your tongue is mobile, now it's easier to keep your tongue up in your palate. All right, should we go to our last exercise?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, so this is kind of probably the most challenging, and for this one you're definitely going to want to have clean hands, and ideally you would have all your makeup off and you would be doing this with a clean face, but for the sake of our exercise and demonstrating at home, Miriam's going to do it even though she's got her makeup all done.
Yes,
so
I'm just so excited to be with Poosh Your Wellness. I am willing to sacrifice my blush right now for you guys.
Totally. Okay, so you are going to take the outside edge of your finger and go across your body, and you start with the corner of your lip, and it's a stretch. So you apply pressure to your corner of your lip and you go up towards the temple, okay? So you can see how her skin is moving. It's a stretch. So she's gonna do this 5 times on each side, and it's really meant to draw the corners of the lips up, to stretch the tissue, to create circulation and blood flow, and it's really going to help prepare for the next step of the exercise. So she's gonna do 5 on each side, exactly, and see how she's crossing her body rather than trying to do it this way. It's really challenging, okay? So after she's done that 5 times, and if you guys are at home trying it, do it 5 times on each side. Now it's gonna be level 2, where you take 2 fingers, you're gonna go at the corner of your lips, and now this you're going to push up, okay? Now as you're pushing up and kind of out at the same time, now the lips have to protrude forward, okay? So the fingers are basically applying pressure, the lips come forward, okay? So it's kind of at the same time. There you go. I know, Miriam. Very good.
Definitely do this at home.
So the point of this exercise is that it's going to really help uplift the lips, make them fuller, create more tone. If you're feeling like the corners of your mouth are turning down or your skin's looking droopy, this is really meant to stretch and really just help with fullness and tone of the mouth and the face overall. So let's break this exercise down. I think we should go into the last exercise and let's walk through it step by step. So Miriam and I are going to demonstrate for you guys, and so let's start with the stretching and going across the body. So we're going to do 5 times on each side together, okay? So here we go. All right, now switch sides. Here we go. Okay, now the one where we get to look kind of crazy. So fingers against the face, and now we're gonna be going up and out, okay? So okay, I think we got it.
Yeah.
So the lips are protruding out. We're really pulling the skin up and out as we do it. Okay, we can do the side to side slowly together. So we'll start with the tongue exercise. We're moving the tongue left and right. So Miriam and I are gonna do that together. And as you're watching at home, you guys can do it with us. So here we go. So we're gonna open our mouth halfway and then move the tongue left and right. So here we go. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, that's it for that one. Should we go into the smiling again?
Let's do the smiling
Okay,
ones.
we'll talk about the smiling. So big smile using our cheeks, and we're just gonna sit here and smile together, not using our neck. So okay, I think that's good. Let's do the we'll do the single-sided smiles together. So let's start with our right side. So ready, here we go. 1, 2, 3, relax. All right, good.
Good.
All right, then I think the last one we can do that will be easy to demonstrate is the Mona Lisa smile, or the tiny corners of the lip smile. So we'll demonstrate that next. So here we go. And for that one, you can really barely tell what's even happening. It's just that you're resting with your mouth and the corners are just gently turned up. So those are the exercises we wanted to share with you from the Breathe Institute, our Faceology program for myofunctional therapy. And I hope you enjoyed it, and we hope you have a good time in the rest of the festival.
Yeah.
Don't mind us pooshers. We're gonna poosh ourselves to the gym after this. Hey guys, it's Kim.
And Tracy.
And we are so excited to be a part of Poosh Your Wellness.
I don't think that people realize, but Kim is an amazing, amazing cook. Every single time I come to her home, the number one thing that I ask for you to make is always these tacos.
So how I do that is with the Beyond Beef from Beyond Meat. And I write down my recipes so that whoever's cooking it comes into my house and I want the tacos, I always write it down. And we start off with getting 1 tablespoon of avocado oil.
Perfect.
And you just pour it in the pan.
Easy enough.
And then here you take the 2 pounds of the Beyond Meat plant-based ground beef. And it cooks like just like ground beef.
It really does.
The thing that I really love about Beyond Meat is it has 0 cholesterol. That's like crazy.
Oh my
in comparison to, you know, real meat, and it has 1/3 less of the saturated fat. So there is a big difference. It's just a plant-based alternative to meat that looks like meat, tastes like meat. I'm such a fan. So once you get this going, you will add 2 tablespoons of cumin, 2 tablespoons of chili powder, 1 tablespoon of the garlic salt, 1 onion powder, tablespoon of onion powder, and 1.5 teaspoons of oregano, 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of ground black pepper.
So then I guess once we're done seasoning it all, do I just stir it all together, get the seasoning all over the Beyond?
Just kind of like mix it all around.
Got it. Okay,
so once it's like really seasoned and it has everything and it just like looks like it's all cooked together, we're gonna add the 1/4 cup of water, 2 tablespoons of organic ketchup, and 2 tablespoons of agave.
Kim, I'm so excited. I'm gonna be able to make this at home now.
I know. It's so easy.
So easy, but it smells so good.
So I just put a little bit of the avocado oil on the pan. I'll take the tortillas, and these tortillas are gluten-free, but not taste-free. That is a myth.
How did this start? Like, what made you decide to, you know, make that lifestyle change to going plant-based?
I think I watched a documentary on it. I did it not religiously, only when I was at home, and I just met chefs that love to cook plant-based and were teaching me so much about like sea moss and all of this like amazing food that had these really good health benefits. So I would always say like I'm plant-based when I'm at home, but I'm not plant-based if I go to a restaurant, like I can't control myself.
Yeah.
Then I stopped, I got over it. Or maybe a year later, I got reintroduced to it. I think I tried something that was just really good and it was plant-based. I luckily have the help of amazing chefs that have figured out how to find the things that I really love and to make a plant-based version of that. I never want to be a hypocrite and say like, if I do go out and want fish like once a month, then I'll have that.
I was gonna say, it's gotta be so hard when you're traveling with the kids.
Yeah.
And I know you also travel with your Beyond Meat.
Oh, I'll literally bring like a container of food that I can bring the meat and start cooking it myself.
We did go on vacation recently, and I will say like the breakfast bar that Kim had set up, you know, with her chefs was just like, you had like the Beyond sausage and the Beyond.
And no one knew the difference.
Yeah,
Everyone
no.
was gravitating. Even that night, everyone thought it was fried chicken and it was really mushrooms.
Yeah, which by the way, I actually preferred those fried mushrooms over the actual fried chicken. They're so good.
Yeah.
And this is so easy and
just
quick.
heating up the tortillas. I put a little bit of avocado oil and then I just put them in the pan.
That's a nice little trick, because before I normally I warm up my tortillas in the oven while I'm cooking, but this gives it a nice crispiness that I probably wouldn't be able to get if I'm just doing it in the oven.
Okay, you want me to make you the first one?
Yes, please.
So we fill it. And then I put a little bit of the sour cream. There.
Oh, and a little cilantro
is the
too.
Kim K's vegan tacos.
Oh my God, Kim.
It's so good,
So
right?
good.
By the way, I always get rid of my first tortilla.
Why?
Because it always gets too oily.
Wow, and these tortillas actually don't taste like they're
any different, right?
No, you can't tell. And do the kids love these tacos?
They do. I try to get them to eat as much plant-based as possible. They really don't know the difference.
Maybe North might. I feel like she'd
be into it.
Yeah, because she cares about animals. I will say, I used to not like fake cheese until I had it here.
because I feel like
it's still not like obviously the same. The meat is exactly the same. I like this meat better than regular meat.
I prefer this meat too. So these are almond flour tortillas.
Yes, they're better to me than regular.
They are, I agree. If I ate like this every day, I would switch to plant-based too, because you don't feel like you're missing anything. I don't feel like I'm compromising in the flavor and the texture. Everything is so delicious.
And you guys can get this recipe for Kim K's famous vegan tacos on poosh.com. I can't wait to see pictures. You guys have to send them in. So thank you so much for joining us at Poosh Your Wellness.
Hi everyone, I'm Alicia Yoon. I'm a licensed esthetician and the founder of Peach and Lily, a clean and effective skincare brand. I'm so excited to be a part of the Poosh Your Wellness Virtual Festival, and welcome to the Facial Yoga and Glass Skin session. Glass Skin is all about achieving your healthiest skin, and I'm really excited because this is a session where you're going to be able to follow along. So with whatever hydrating mist that you might have at home, okay, now I'm gonna ask you guys to close your eyes and take a few deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth 3 times. Keeping your eyes closed, I want you to really be mindful of all of the muscles on the face. We actually have these various muscles that are really helping us speak, chew, make our facial expressions, but sometimes we're not aware of all those muscles. So just really relaxing into that center state, really kind of just letting everything go and thinking, okay, I have muscles all over my face, and just kind of orienting yourself with those muscles. Okay, opening up our eyes now. The first thing we're gonna do is stretch out those muscles. This is a very easy exercise you can do anywhere, anytime, even outside of this session, when you're driving, when you're watching TV. First, we're gonna say A-E-I-O-U 3 times, but in a very exaggerated way. So here we go. A, E, I, O, U. And you're really pushing your mouth out and feeling those buccinator muscles right here. 2 more times. A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. And you'll feel all these muscles getting stretched out and worked out, and that's a good thing. Next, we're actually going to stretch out our muscles using our hands as tools. So I like to keep just an alcohol spray bottle right by my side. And before the session started, I made sure I just had a clean face and clean hands. But one thing is, a lot of us struggle with what I call tech neck. So we're on our phone a lot, and we have this tendency to kind of scrunch up, and this muscle can get very compressed, and it can create rounded shoulders, and ultimately, a lot of that can drag our face down. So we want to elongate this muscle, and a very easy way to do that is to take your thumb, and when you actually bend it like a 90-degree angle, you get a little bit more leverage. So you find this muscle right here, so when you turn to the side, the muscle that kind of sticks out from behind your ear all the way down to your collarbone, you identify that muscle and you just kind of stroke downward with your thumb, and you'll feel the stretch. And sometimes, depending on how tightened that muscle is, it can actually feel a little bit painful, but you're really giving it that stretch that it needs. So doing that just a handful of times, and it also makes us mindful of our posture throughout the day, because that can really affect us over time. And then stretching our shoulders back, and really being mindful of these muscles right here along our rib cage in the front of our chest, and just opening that area up. I do this sometimes kind of even just throughout the day, so this is really easy to incorporate even when you're just, maybe reading something on your computer or watching TV. That was a quick stretch part of our facial yoga session. And now we're gonna go into just really hydrating our skin, because that's a foundational pillar for skin health. So I'm gonna take my Wild Dew Treatment Essence right here. At home, if you have a hydrating essence or a hydrating toner that doesn't have alcohol in it, you can use that as well. Or if you have a hydrating mist, you can use your hydrating mist as well. So if you are using an essence or a hydrating toner, what I like to do is a quick hydrating facial massage for myself, and it's super easy. You just pat into skin, and as you're patting into skin, you can really feel the various muscles on your face. So I only did this 3 layers right now, but already my skin is plumped up with hydration. And when you have more time at home, you can do this even 7 times, 10 times. Just be sure to use a hydrating toner or essence that does not have harsh ingredients or fragrance or alcohol in it, and you're good to go. Okay, next we're gonna go into some lymphatic drainage. Lymphatic drainage can really help your skin look more vibrant, depuffed, and just feel a lot better. And so what we're gonna do is take the Glass Skin Refining Serum, or whatever daily serum that you have at home that doesn't have really harsh actives in it, and making sure you're selecting a serum that has that silky texture so that you can really follow along without having friction on the skin. The Glass Skin Refining Serum is a spa-grade formula, meaning you can actually use layers and layers of the serum during a massage, and it's actually going to be completely great for skin. But if you're using it in a daily routine, you can just do 1 layer, and that's also great. So the first lymphatic drainage massage move I like to do is what I call the spoon. So we're gonna take these 2 fingers and find there's these clusters of lymph nodes. And one area is right here in front of our nose. So we're gonna go round. You can go either clockwise or counterclockwise. That doesn't matter, whatever feels right for you. And then sweep down. So you're tracing the shape of a spoon. Round, down. And you don't have to press too hard because our lymph passageways are pretty close to the surface of skin. So you're not pressing so hard like a deep tissue massage, but you're also not just kind of tickling your skin. You're going a little bit lightweight pressure down. And then right behind our jawline and a little bit closer to our chin, that's another area. So round and down, round and down. And our lymph passageways are all over our body, including our face, but every single lymph passageway exits through our clavicles, even the ones in our pinky toes. All that lymph gets carried up and exits through the clavicle. So you want to make sure you're sweeping down to your clavicle. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, down. 1, 2, 3, down. Again, up here, 1, 2, 3, down. 1, 2, 3, down. The next lymphatic drainage massage technique I call is the loosener. So we have lymph passageways here, 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 and oftentimes when we have sinus issues, even massaging gently here can actually help provide some relief. So we're gonna actually go here, and this time we're not gonna sweep down, we're just gonna loosen. So we're just gonna go in circular motions 3 times, 3 times, 3 times, and then we're gonna repeat twice. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to apply a little bit more of my serum because this one is called the sweeping motion, and you want to just make sure you don't have any friction on the face. So I love doing lymphatic drainage during my skincare routine because even if it just takes 10 seconds, and it's a great time to do it because there is no friction on the face, you're giving yourself a little mini facial just during your routine. It's very easy to incorporate. So for this sweep, we're going to take our 4 fingers and gently sweep those lymph passageways out towards the side of our face. Out towards the side of our face. around the lips, also towards the side of our face. The jaws also towards right here. Right by your ear, so sweep, 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 then down towards the clavicle. One more time, sweep, 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 and down. Super easy. You can do it while you're cleansing, you can do it while you're applying serum, and you can do it every day. You can do it when you feel like you have more time, and you will see the benefits. Now we're gonna go into the more toning part of the facial yoga session. I like to work from the bottom going upwards. So we're gonna first start with some neck push-ups. And for this, you don't need to apply any product, but I'm gonna turn to my side a little bit so you can see. First, inside your mouth, you're gonna take your tongue and put it on the roof of your mouth right behind your teeth. Then you're actually gonna close your teeth. You don't need to bite down hard. You can just gently close your mouth and keep your tongue behind your teeth on the roof of your mouth. Then you're going to lift your neck up and hold for 3 seconds, and you will feel a little bit of toning and stretching right here. All right, so we go. And we're just gonna do that 3 times. So hold for 3, and then we're gonna do it 3 times. So okay, I know it doesn't look like much, but when you're following along, you can feel that, right? And especially when you go up, you're gonna wanna open your mouth, but keeping it closed is what helps with this area. So again, this is something you can do whenever you have time, so that's for your neck. Now we're gonna work on our jawline. This is also very easy to do while you're doing your skincare routine, but right here, this jawline and this masseter muscle is a very strong muscle. In fact, it's one of our strongest muscles in our whole body, and it's very, very simple. You take your thumbs and hook it right under your chin, and then you take your index fingers, and this you can apply more pressure than when you were doing the lymphatic drainage, and just give that muscle a bit of toning, a bit of support, and you just kind of slide up. Again, you want to make sure you do have either a facial oil that doesn't clog your pores or a gentle hydrating serum so that you're not dragging and causing friction on the skin. And let's just do this 3 more times. And just incorporating that on a daily basis or even a few times a week, whenever you remember, it really helps to keep that jawline looking very sculpted. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is sculpt the cheeks. Again, I'm gonna apply my hydrating serum. And this is also a very simple move. So you take your 2 fingers, and as you're going up, you separate them. And you hook underneath your cheekbone, right where your fingers are, and you give it a lot of pressure, and you're really helping to tone the muscles right underneath the cheekbones. If it's easier, you can also just use the back of your fingers like this, or you can do it this way. Now, some people have a bit of sensitivity, especially around the cheek area. That's very common. So if you find that you're getting a little bit red while you're doing this, that's okay, that happens, and it will usually subside within a minute or 2. Okay, as we focus on this whole area, we're gonna do one move where it's really not using your hands or products and saying a phrase that works out a lot of different muscles in our face. So this is a phrase that I came up with because it really tackles a lot of our different muscles and it's easy to remember. I walked down the street and I saw you and I was happy. So we're gonna do that 3 times, really exaggerated. I walked down the street and I saw you and I was happy. I walked down the street and I saw you and I was happy. One more time and let's make this a good one. I walked down the street and I saw you and I was happy. You're gonna feel your muscles like it got a workout, and that's a great thing. And you can do this anytime while you're putting your dishes in the dishwasher, while you're walking down the street. So it's easy to incorporate into your day. You know, you did all this great hydration for your skin, so might as well seal everything in with a great moisturizer that's right for your skin type. I'm gonna use a Glass Skin Water Gel Moisturizer. I love this because it's just gentle. Has lots of probiotics that really help to target and fortify our skin microbiome. So now our skin is moisturized, all that good stuff that we just placed on our skin during the facial yoga session is sealed in. Thank you so much for joining, everyone, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.
Hey guys, my name is Christina Rice. I am the founder of Homme Noir, which is a social wellness community for Black women and women of color who are dedicated to living well from the inside out. Pre-COVID, we hosted wellness retreats around the world, Bali, Grenada, Barbados, Arizona, and so much more. Hosting wellness retreats is my heart work, but teaching people how to manifest through future journaling is my soul work, and that is what we are going to talk about today. I am so excited to be here with you for Push Your Wellness. Before we get started, are you a future journaling pro or a newbie? I want you to post that in the comments. So just put pro or newbie. If you're a pro, this is going to be a refresher workshop. If you're a newbie, it is going to blow your mind. I am going to change your journaling routine from here on out. Okay, so I found out that I was a future journaling pro, or that future journaling is my magic manifestation sauce in 2018. It is when we started Homme Noir, and I future journaled our entire year. And when I tell you, everything that I wrote down came true. I mean, everything came true. And from then on out, I was like, I have to teach people how to future journal. So our workshop is broken up into 3 parts. First is crafting your I am statements. Second is your life's mission statement. And then the final part of our workshop is my future journaling tools, tricks, and hacks. Let's get started. So now, crafting your I am statements. So your I am statements is the zoomed out view of your life. A year from now, 2 years, 5 years, or 10 years from now. It is your ultimate life vision, and it is also your destination. And so your job, your one job, is to create the roadmap to get to those final destinations. So for instance, so I am, again, is who you declare you are, who you are becoming, who you want to be. And so for instance, I'll share some of mine. I am a multi-millionaire wellness entrepreneur, author, coach, and speaker. I am the owner of a beautiful beach house in Grenada. I am the founder of a home collection that is sold in a national retailer. And so you can have as many I am statements as you want, as you desire to have. And again, what they are is your ultimate life vision. So every day, and what we'll talk about it a little bit later, is your incremental manifestation. Is what are you going to do, the actions that you are going to take to get to that destination. I am a multi-millionaire wellness entrepreneur, coach, author, and speaker. So in the comments, I want you to declare one I am statement. It could be anything. I am the owner of a beautiful home in San Francisco, or I am a 3 times best-selling author. Put that in the comments right now. Let's speak truth to power. Let's hold ourselves accountable, and also just speaking it into the universe. So now that you have crafted your I am statement, at least one, you'll work on this, of course, after our workshop. Now we're going to work on your life's mission statement. So when you are crafting your life's mission statement, you don't want to include any titles: wife, mother, teacher, entrepreneur. Those are titles that have been assigned to you. This exercise is reimagining your life outside of work and relationship, again, any of those titles, and declaring who you are at the core of your being. I'll share mine. The ultimate vision for my life is to be a healer, a light seeker, a truth teller, an access point for women and men of color to heal, flourish, and glow, to model joy, power, compassion, and integrity, to give before receiving, to live at my highest point and my highest potential, and inspire others to do the same. And again, I didn't put any titles in there. I didn't put wife or mother, anything like that. I declared who I am, and my life mission statement who I am at the core of my being. So this exercise is a bit tough, and you can't do it now because you're going to have to really think about it. But again, your life's mission statement is who you are at the core of your being. So now we are going into future journaling, which is my favorite thing to talk about. I'm telling you, when I learned that future journaling was my magic, it blew my mind. And of course, when I received testimonials from those who attend my workshops that the things that they future journal came true, it just makes my heart explode. Okay, so this exercise that we're going to do really quickly, I want you to sit still in a quiet place. Close your eyes and imagine that one thing that you want to call forth into your life this year. If it's a dream home or a dream car, or if you're an entrepreneur and it is your business growth, just sit still and imagine it in very vivid detail. So I'm going to use a house as an example, right? So imagine I want to manifest a dream home this year. I am going to visualize what the neighborhood looks like. What does the kitchen look like? Does it have an island with marble countertops and navy blue cabinets? What does my bathroom look like? Do I have a double vanity? My backyard. So I am imagining in very vivid detail what these things look like inside of my home. What are me and my partner doing in the kitchen? Are we cooking together? Are we watching a movie in front of our fireplace? So again, just sit still for a few moments and just imagine that. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to pick up your journal and pick a date in the future. So normally when I future journal, I start with maybe 6 months from the date that I am imagining what I want to manifest. So if today is May 1st, then 6 months from now is November 1st, right? So November 1st, 2021. And so all those things that I am imagining my dream home to have, I write it down as if it is already true. So it feels so good to pick up the keys to my dream home. I am so in love with my kitchen. I love this island. I cannot wait to cook and to entertain with friends. So you're writing down whatever it is that you want to manifest as if it is already true, it's already happening in your life. And thank the universe, thank whomever that you pray to or whatnot, thank them for bringing this thing into your life. I am so grateful for my dream home. It makes me feel so good to drive through my neighborhood. Okay, the next thing you do, you write down a plan of action. This is where people forget that manifestation is a culmination of visualization and action. So you can write down all of the great things in your journal or have the pretty vision boards, but you also have to have action behind it, right? So between now and your goal in 6 months or a year or 2 years from now, it is time to get to work. So you're going to write down a plan of action. And this is what we call incremental manifestation. So it's those small goals that you check off along the way. For instance, to have this dream home, I have to have really good credit. So I have a really good interest rate. I need to have a nice amount of savings so that I can do my renovations and furnish my home the way I want to. So how do you get there? You write down that plan of action. For me to have the great credit, I need to pay off this bill. I need to pay off that bill. For me to have the type of savings that I would like for this home. How much am I saving on a weekly, monthly basis? So that is, again, visualization and then action. So the last thing that I want to add is, this is one thing that people always ask me, how often should I journal? When should I journal? And so here's the thing, I want you to journal when you are called to do so. I want you to journal when you imagine that there is a pivotal moment happening in your life. But also, I want you to try to even come up with a ritual. So my ritual, and trust me, you don't have to journal every day, and I don't always stick to my ritual, but normally I actually journal on Sunday. Sunday evenings, I will light a candle and I will meditate, and then I will allow the words to come to me. And it's also my way of mapping out my week. And again, checking off those small incremental manifestation goals to get to the big picture. And so for you, do what works for your schedule and your lifestyle. It could be early morning. It could be before bed. You can also add it to your calendar. Sometimes like on your lunch break, take 30 minutes or 15, however much time you have, and just journal the words that come to you. So to wrap this up in a nice bow, again, manifestation is visualization and action. My practices for the past 3 years have allowed me to manifest the life of my dreams. And so what I encourage you to do is make this a practice that you incorporate in your life, whether it's a weekly basis or even a monthly. Sometimes even, like I said, when there is a big event happening in my life, I will future journal it. I will even write it down every day on the top of my to-do list. There's so many ways to do this, but here's the thing that I want you to know. Speak your truth. Bring in community. Don't be afraid to speak your dreams out loud, because guess what? You are telling the universe that you are ready to receive everything that you desire. And then you're also holding yourself accountable. Again, thank you for having me. I have enjoyed you at Push Your Wellness, and follow me, Christina M. Rice, on Instagram, and let me know how your future journaling is manifesting the life of your dreams. I can't wait to hear from you. Thank you for having me.
Hey everyone, I am Alana McGinn and I am super excited to be part of Poosh Your Wellness, and today we are talking all about sleep, and I'm here with Steph Schaap. I am a sleep consultant with Goodnight Sleep Site, and we're going to be talking about sleep and getting down to some sleep tips, I think, for Steph as well.
I'm so excited. I always love a good sleep.
So we're going to be talking about Poosh, your bedtime routine, and something that I always like to talk about is how important the bedtime routine is, right? So heading to bed at night, getting a good night of sleep, but it's really important to really focus on all routine throughout the day. So I like to talk about things you can do during your morning routine, things you can do during your afternoon routine, that can also help you fall asleep a lot easier.
Cool, I'm excited. Please show me the ways for good sleep.
So is there anything going on, Steph, let's talk a little bit about your morning routine. Let's start from the moment you wake up in the morning. What are some of the things that you feel you're doing right? And maybe what are some of the things that you feel maybe you can work on a little bit?
Okay, you're gonna destroy my morning routine. I really, I have to be better about it because well, first of all, I am not a morning person, and I'm trying with everything I have to be a morning person, and it's just never gonna happen for me. So I set 6 alarms at different times to make sure that I'm up, because I'm just a heavy sleeper, so I sleep through my alarms. I assume that that's not the way to do it. I feel like I always read you're supposed to just set your one alarm and wake up with that alarm, because I feel like it must mess up your sleep cycle or something to be woken up at various windows of a time. So that's probably wrong. So I do that, and then the second that I open my eyes, I check my phone. And I know that's so wrong.
I mean, so many of us do, right? And I mean, coming back to the alarm, we want to avoid hitting that snooze button. And the reason why we want to do that is sometimes when we do that, the more we hit it, we actually feel a lot worse. I don't know if this ever happens to you, but do you ever actually feel a lot worse every time it goes off than when it initially went off the first time?
Probably.
Yeah, so what happens is we all cycle in and out of sleep, and within a cycle of sleep, it's about a 90-minute cycle. Within each cycle of sleep, we're transitioning through deep and light sleep, light and deep sleep. So as we're hitting that snooze button, our body's going back into that deep sleep, and it almost feels like we have that sleep hangover. So the recommendation would be to set your alarm once. If you're having a really hard time, like you setting it 6 times, try and set it away from your bed so you actually have to get out of bed to turn your alarm off, and then you won't be so prone to getting back into bed to keep hitting that alarm. In terms of checking your email, the great thing about the morning routine is this is really a time of the day, just like your bedtime routine actually, where you're able to really focus on yourself, where the distraction of the day hasn't started yet. And listen, our days get busy quick, right? And those distractions happen really easily. So the minute we check our phone, we're checking the news, we're checking our work emails, we're checking social media, the distractions start right away. So try and focus on your morning routine as giving yourself about half an hour if you can, or an hour before checking your phone, before kind of opening up those distractions, and do an activity that's just for you. It could just be drinking a cup of coffee in a quiet room, or exercising, or doing meditation. Doing something that just allows you to start the day with a more peaceful state of mind, with a more calming state of mind, because that will actually carry on throughout the day and into that bedtime routine as well.
Okay. It's all about getting into the habit for me of doing it. Once I get into a routine, I love a routine, but it's just about really setting that habit. I have my yoga mat right next to my bed for me to stretch, and in the morning it just sits there. I haven't used it yet, but now I'm gonna do that, because I do know that that first introduction to your day is so important, and then to be bombarded with texts and anxiety of all the things that you have to do probably isn't the healthiest way to get your day going.
It sets the tone for the rest of the day, right? So again, as much as you can do, that's why I always like to give those time frames. Even if you can just start with 50 minutes, then maybe start with 30 minutes, then maybe even make it that hour. And then when you wake up in the morning, the best thing that we can do in the morning is just immersing ourselves in that natural light. That natural light is what suppresses our melatonin. So melatonin is our natural sleep hormone. This is what starts, prepares our body to sleep. So at the night, we want to turn it on. We want to release it. But in the morning, we want to suppress it. So opening up the blinds, shutting off your alarm the one time, opening up your blinds, getting into that natural light. It's just going to help kind of start your drive for sleep, because that's really our goal. When we wake up in the morning, our goal through the rest of the day is to really start building a strong drive for sleep. And that's going to help us fall asleep a lot easier at night. So a lot of what we do in the morning can really affect how easily and how well we fall asleep and sleep throughout the night as well.
Can I ask you a question? And maybe this is like specific to each individual person, but like what time should I like get up? Like if I'm going, like if I'm going to bed, like what time should I go to bed and what time should I then be waking up?
Right. So on average, we're looking at about 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night, but that's different for everyone. So everyone has their own personal baseline of sleep. So you might need 7 hours. I might be fine with 6. Somebody might need 8. Somebody might need 9.
I feel like I'm a 10. I'm a solid 10.
If you're a solid 10, if that's what works for you.
In a perfect world, that's a
In
little
a perfect world.
Maybe I'll
Exactly.
aim for 8. You know, 8 feels like the goal.
Yes, and that's a great goal to have. If you can aim for that 7 to 8 each night, that's a great goal to have. So I always base your bedtime off of what time you have to wake up in the morning. Because, you know, our morning wake time is largely dictated off of our life. We have to get up for work, get the kids off to school, like whatever we need to do in the morning. So base your 7 to 8 hours from that time that you need to wake up in the morning. And that gives you a good baseline also for your bedtime, to keep that consistent bedtime. The more consistent you can be with your bedtime and your wake time, and this is actually one of the steps of what we call sleep hygiene. So sleep hygiene are the practices and steps that an individual takes to obtain proper sleep health. And keeping consistent sleep patterns is one of the steps. So having that consistent bedtime, having that consistent wake time can actually help you fall asleep a lot easier and wake up a lot easier in the morning as well.
I always say I want to wake up at like 6 a.m. like every, you know, like, but it just, I don't know, maybe it's just not gonna happen for me. That's okay.
That's okay. You gotta do what works for you.
And I want to drink more water. I want to start my mornings hydrating, because I don't do that and don't drink water for the day unless I really like get it going. Isn't there something about drinking water in the morning to like start your system, like a hot water with lemon or something?
Yeah, I mean, you know, you're asleep for a few hours, right? Whether it's 6, 7, or 8. So there's a lot of dehydration that's happening while you're sleeping. So when we drink water first thing in the morning, especially on an empty stomach as well, we're rehydrating our body, which is great. This is going to boost our metabolism. It helps kind of prime that digestive tract. It gets those bowel movements going, which is always a great thing to do first thing in the morning. And it helps you kind of re-energize and refresh. It's actually a great, they say it's a great tool too if you're a napper and you're trying to kind of get up from a nap. Drinking a nice cold glass of water from the moment you wake up is just a great way to re-energize. It brings the blood flow up to your brain, gets the heart pumping. So water when you wake up is a great way to wake up in the morning for sure.
Okay. And then if I am going to be a napper, which I am not, but if I were to want to take a nap, is that like a 15, 20-minute nap?
You got it. That's great. Okay. Yeah, and listen, a lot of people ask me that, should I take a nap? So what I always say is that's really dependent on the person. If you're an individual who has a pretty healthy relationship with sleep, you sleep pretty well, having a nap here or there because you need it isn't a big deal. If you're someone though who is really struggling with sleep, suffering from maybe like chronic insomnia, having a lot of difficulty falling asleep or falling back asleep throughout the night, we don't want to rob our drive. Remember I was talking about that drive for sleep, keeping a nice strong one. We don't want to rob that drive by having that nap during the day. So those are the individuals that I say maybe avoid the naps. If you are going to nap, exactly what you said, aim for that 15 to 20 minutes. When I was talking about the sleep cycles before, a full cycle for an adult is 90 minutes. So when you're taking a nap and you wake up at that 30-minute mark, at that 60-minute mark, you know when you wake up from a nap and you actually feel worse than when you originally went to bed, right? That's because you're waking up in a deeper state of sleep. So this is what we call sleep inertia. Again, it's that sleep hangover feel. So either take a short 15 to 20-minute nap or take a full 90-minute nap so that by the time you're waking up, you're coming out of that cycle of sleep and you can feel refreshed and energized.
That's good to know.
The do's and don'ts on napping.
Yeah.
Let's get to bedtime. I want to talk about your nighttime routine and how are you sleeping at night? How's sleep going for you right now?
I love to sleep. Like honestly, like it's probably one of my favorite things to do. Like I so look forward to going to bed every night. It makes me so happy. I think I'm sleeping okay. Yeah. I have a hard time falling asleep at night and I always not always have, but I've noticed I just really have lately been needing something to really knock me out to get to sleep because I can't turn my brain off sometimes. Like, it's so annoying. You're so tired and you're like, oh, I just can't wait to get into bed. And the second your head hits the pillow, it's like, oh, just a replay of all the things you did that day, all the things you said, all the things that you need to do, all the things that you know, you're just like replaying everything in your head. Well, at least I am. And so I have a hard time falling asleep.
You're not alone in that. I mean, that is probably the biggest issue that I hear from individuals. And I'll be honest, especially women, we constantly have that to-do list in our head, right? And what happens is we are so busy throughout the day and we're so distracted that every concern, every worry, every to-do list, every stress just gets pushed down and down and down. And then by the time you go to bed at night, the distractions are gone and your brain just whoosh, right? Everything just kind of floods. So going back actually to the afternoon routine, something that I recommend individuals do, and this might work for you, Steph, is giving yourself a personal pause. And what I mean by that personal pause is this is a time of day for a minute or two. You don't have to spend a lot of time doing it. Maybe once or twice a day. Go into a quiet area and you can do one of two things. One, you can give yourself time to just be in a more mindful state, be in a more present state of mind. But also I think it's important, and it always sounds weird when I say this, but I also think it's really important for people to allow themselves time throughout the day to stress out. Because we're gonna stress out, like we're gonna have worries and we're gonna have concerns. And I'm encouraging people to work through that throughout the day. So it could be something as simple as writing out your to-do list, right? Or working out. Don't sit there and really stress out, but work through whatever issues you're going through during the day, during that time, so that when you go to bed at night, that's not kind of what's always ruminating and replaying in your brain.
Okay. That's a good tip. I can do that.
Give yourself that personal pause. Journaling is a great idea too. Again, just keeping something. And when I say journaling, I don't mean, writing out all your thoughts and feelings, but just having that. There's something to be said about pen to paper, I feel, and having that on your night table and kind of giving your brain that dump before you go to bed and writing out, again, it could be a to-do list. It could just be a problem that you're trying to work out, whether it be a work problem, a social problem that you're just trying to work out, just so that you can go to bed with a more clear mind, with a more clear state of mind.
Yeah, that's a great tip. I really agree with the pen to paper thing. I'm such a notebook kind of person. I keep one in my bag at all times just to write things down.
And, really customize your bedroom to you to help you fall asleep a lot easier. And this is where kind of creating your own personal toolkit comes together. Do you have, when I say personal toolkit, do you have certain tools in the bedroom that puts you in a more relaxing state that can help you kind of drift off a lot easier?
I do find, like, especially when I'm traveling, when I use my sleep mask, it like calms my eyes, if that makes sense. Just so that, like, cause I like when I close my eyes are fluttering with all my thoughts. Just like having the sleep mask on my eyes and keeping them closed and really like shutting out the light actually really does help me when I'm having trouble falling asleep, or if I wake up and I can't fall back asleep, then I put my sleep mask on.
There's something to be said about sleep masks, and sleep masks are great because not only are they kind of easier on our skin, they're not as absorbent, so they're going to keep your natural oils in, but there's also that pressure, right? This is what kind of hits our natural pressure points in our eyes. It kind of puts us in a more calming and relaxing state. It also helps darken the environment, right? So when we're creating that sleep environment, we really want to be focusing on cave-like settings to make a conducive sleep environment. So that sleep mask is going to help kind of block out, especially when you're traveling, because, some hotel rooms are different than others. It's going to help kind of block out that light, which is going to help release that melatonin and get you prepared for sleep. But individuals can put what they need in their sleep toolkit. So it could be something like earplugs, as you mentioned, eye masks. It could be aromatherapy, diffusers in your bedroom if that works. Whatever's going to help you kind of, again, customizing your own sleep needs to help you fall asleep a lot easier.
Okay, so yeah, I like that idea of having the personal toolkit. I have my mask, I'm going to get my sound machine, I've got my journal already by my bed. I use the silk pillowcases because I just like them. I like them for my face, I like them for my hair. I like that they stay cold on the other side when you flip your pillow over.
Let's talk tech. I feel like tech is something that we always need to talk about. How are you with tech in the bedroom?
I'm the worst. I am the worst. I don't love to watch like TV before bed. Like I would much rather like read a book or just like have nothing on and probably be on my phone. I try not to check like my socials too much during the day, which then I look forward to right before bed. I check everything. So that probably isn't the smartest thing to do, but I just lay in bed and just like check my phone. That's literally the last thing that I do before I go to bed.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I've actually changed my stance on tech in the bedroom a little bit. And the reason why that is because I understand I'm a mom of 3, so I have 3 children. I know, especially when I'm speaking to parents, I understand the glory of those evening hours once the kids are in bed. And that's like your time. That is your time to, go on social media, watch the shows you want, do what you want. So, coming back to what I was saying before, if you are an individual who's really struggling with sleep, again, chronic insomnia, this is where I really recommend clearing tech out of the bedroom. In my opinion, tech is probably the biggest sleep buster on our night table and in our bedroom that's really not allowing us to have a great night of sleep because we are always connected. And it's for a few reasons. One is we can talk about being in front of that bright screen. Think of that sleep switch in your brain, right? When we go to bed, we want to turn that sleep switch on. But a lot of people say, well, I fall asleep fine to the TV, or I can fall asleep fine after being on my phone. You're sleeping, but the sleep switch is off. So your body and your mind still thinks that you're awake. So you're not able to get that really deep restorative sleep. And then also, what are we allowing in our thoughts in our mind right before we go to sleep, right? How's that setting us up to quiet our mind so that we can get a good night's sleep? So if you are an individual that's struggling with sleep, it's really best to clear it out of your bedroom completely. For instance, in my home, we have a family docking station in my home where we all plug in our devices. My daughter's entering the world of tech now as well. So, we started with her right from the beginning and we just cleared out the bedroom. But again, I understand the love of those evening hours. So this is where you have to create boundaries on what tech you're allowing in to your nighttime routine. So the headlines are just heightening our stress and heightening our anxiety. So maybe if you're more sensitive to that, it's probably best to stay away from news right before you go to bed. If there's social media accounts that make you feel good, those are the ones that you can check in at bedtime. But if there's ones that just don't make you feel very good, and we all know those ones, or ones that just give you that kind of feeling of FOMO, maybe those are the ones that we need to stay away from before we go to bed, right? If you're more sensitive to serial killer shows, don't watch that before you go to bed.
Oh, never.
But if you want to watch like a show that just makes you feel good, or now, we can't see our friends and family that much, you want to stay connected. This isn't me giving you permission to, binge a show till 2 o'clock in the morning. But if you want to just watch an episode or two because it just takes your mind off of the stress and the worry that you're feeling every day, I say go for it.
Yeah, I need to do that. And we're trying to make a rule here because we tend to watch like CNN and then the local news before bed, which is like, I'm very sensitive to that kind of stuff. Like I like to put on an easy, funny show to kind of just like not think and have a laugh. So I'm implementing this like 2 nights a week, like just no TV. Like I have so many books that I was supposed to read during this quarantine last year that are just stacking up that I literally have not gotten to. And so I'm implementing this like 2 nights. We're reading books. We're not doing the news. We're not doing any TV, get the nourishment a different way.
Yeah. And I think that's great. And again, that's you setting those boundaries, right? And it's, you mentioned at the beginning of our talk, it's all about habits. A lot of what we talked about today is just that. It's changing habits. And something that I'm always trying to get people to understand is when we look at the 3 pillars of health, we look at sleep, we look at nutrition, we look at exercise. We know when we need to eat better. We know when we need to work out because we're not working out or we're not eating well. We sleep. So we don't really maybe realize that we're not getting enough sleep or we're not getting the right quality of sleep. And when we put a workout plan together, when we put a nutritional plan together, we commit to it. We know we have to commit to it to see the results, right? We're not just going to do one workout and look amazing. It takes time. So anyone who's watching this, and for you as well, Steph, when you're putting your sleep plan together, using some of the tips we talked about today, you have to commit to that plan. It takes, what do they say? It takes 21 days to change a habit, right? So we can't expect to remove tech one night and then sleep well. Like it'll take time. So I hope some of the tips that we talked about today is gonna put you on a great road to some good sleep health.
I hope so. I feel like, I have the information, and now I just have to really stick to it and make it a habit. And I mean, who doesn't want a good night's sleep,
That's right. We all do. We all do. Well, is there any tip in particular that you're gonna implement, maybe starting today or tomorrow?
Oh my gosh, so many. I feel like I need to rehaul my entire life. You know what? I just want to put it in action. The water is a big one for me in the morning, and I'm gonna do the alarms. I'm gonna get the sound machine alarm. I'm gonna put my phone in the other room and really not set 100 alarms to try and wake up. Because I feel like that's my biggest thing, that I just snooze and I go back to sleep, snooze and go back to sleep. So I'm going to do that, and I will let you know how it goes.
I love it. Check in with me and let me know. And I hope that everyone watching, you guys were able to take away some amazing sleep tips to help you guys sleep better. And check in with Poosh, check in with myself, and let us know how it's going. But give yourself time when you put that sleep plan together, and be patient with the results. But if you're committed to it, you will see it. And thank you for joining myself, and thank you for joining Steph for Poosh Your Bedtime Routine.
Let's start with everything for the bed scene where we're waking up.
When the alarm clock goes off, I just want it to say poosh, poosh.
Yeah, I love
poosh,
that.
Poosh.
So I think it should go all black and have this very like John Hughes vibe, and the light will flood in, and Court, your hand should go and turn off the alarm.
Okay.
And then the camera will pull out, and like the funny thing
all
will
in
be
the
all
bed.
4 of us are in bed, and then we all sit up, and then
Got
you
it.
can say, guys, it's Push Your Wellness Day. Are we excited?
Yeah, I'm so
Should we get dressed?
Let's get dressed.
Is Spud McKenzie 90s?
I think like 90s, early aughts.
This is a baby tee-ish. It's tight once you put it on.
Oh
my God, that's so, you have to wear
that's
that.
so good.
You have to wear that one.
Wait, this is the one I was saying for you.
Oh yeah, I could wear this. Should I wear this or should I wear, I mean, I feel like leopard was so
cute.
Late 90s,
I
early
could maybe
aughts.
wear this.
You want to wear that one? Perfect.
Sam, do you remember this one?
Oh my God, Kourtney.
We can use this for assets for social, for Push Your Wellness. Do you like these?
Yeah. Now which one do I wear is the question.
Michelle.
I'm
You're all
already
ready to go.
Yes, I've got
Okay.
my boxers and my tee on.
Are we gonna have this in bed with us?
That's gonna be our alarm, so it'll be on
What?
the side.
This is our alarm.
Yeah.
By Kourtney's side. Okay.
Oh yeah, Kourtney, you're turning off the alarm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we actually really?
And your nails look good. Let me see.
Of course they do.
They always look good.
Alarm. Is that gonna be all like computer generated?
Yeah.
Get on in. Oh,
Yeah.
For Instagram, don't you think we should be silly, or do you want it to be serious?
I think more playful and cute.
Yes.
2, 3, go! Oh my God, Court!
Wait, that was cute.
She was a pro.
Quartz was amazing.
I'm
Landed.
Jump up and down.
Ready?
Land on your knees.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Ah! 1, 2, 3.
That felt aggressive.
Okay, should we try it again?
Our like grunt at the end.
Curtains open. The alarm will already be going off because it's gonna go off over black. She's gonna hit it, and then she's gonna wake up, yawn, and then we all wake up and like, I think we should yawn. No, first we're like, it's Push Your Wellness Day. No. Oh,
Wait,
God,
my
too
head.
many kombucha crashes last night.
Too much tequila.
You can say that. You can be like, too much 818.
Okay.
No, and then she'll come back with her matcha and we'll talk about what we're excited.
Yeah, and then, and then
That's
I'm
it.
gonna say
So
that.
does she have the matcha all there ready to
Yes.
go?
And then the end,
Okay.
the end, Kourtney should just be like, okay, let's go. Time to get dressed for fitness, Marshall.
Love all these 90s photos
Right?
from all of us in high school.
Yes.
They go so well with our theme for Push Your Wellness.
So I think we should use one for your in feed. Which one do you want to use?
Maybe.
To announce Push Your Wellness.
Oh, to announce?
Well, just because since it's 90s theme, we thought a 90s photo of you would be a good announcement.
You know what? I do have this, like a cuter
I like
version of
these
this.
two. Yeah.
This one seems like festive.
So let's do those. You want to do a swipe?
Yeah, I could do those.
And then we're gonna need more than
Cute.
one, for
Honestly,
sure.
I have, if you want, after this, I have an album upstairs. We can look for more.
Perfect.
When am I posting the shop drop?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, and I have photos ready to go.
But it's not a shop drop.
It's not a drop.
So what is it?
It's your favorite thing.
Favorite pics.
But that's what I'm doing those photos for that I have.
Yes, the Skims
The
ones.
Skims ones? Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Zoodles.
I'm gonna do a Poosh filter on it.
Cute.
I mean, I'm gonna do it for Poosh and say team meeting.
So we're leaning into the 90s theme here. This is kind of the final version.
Love.
You love the,
So cute.
Oh, let me see, because I know we made
we made some changes to it, yeah.
changes. Cute. The Love Kourtney.
Yeah.
Kourtney's spring mix. So cute. I love the
pink
143
Nice and tangerine.
PYW and the pink pager.
Yes, we
Because
made
the
our
clear
changes.
pink pager was the one that you had in the 90s.
It was. I want one. Looking at this makes me want one. This photo's also never been seen, but I'll start with those.
Yep.
And then if we
Yeah.
need to post more.
Totally.
Really good job, guys.
We're trying to figure out how to announce on social in a big way because
Okay.
we're doing the teaser for Poosh newsletter subscribers, and then we took a stab at playing off of the doodling and kind of notes that we did as well. But we want to use your handwriting, so after the meeting, maybe we can get you to handwrite some stuff.
So cute.
Do you love it?
I love it.
So we have big news for you. Sarah, do you want to say your idea for what you want Kourtney to write?
Yeah, because I was going to say we can do better.
We have big, and then I want you to cross out big and write major news for you. It's a take on Pretty Woman. Big mistake. Major.
Oh, cute.
Okay.
I like that.
So do big and then cross out and write
but
major.
she said big, huge in the movie.
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah. Huge.
Yeah, because we agreed. We wanted it to like have a little more
We're all from
personality.
the same
Yeah.
generation. She goes big mistake.
Huge. Yes. So do big and then cross out big and write huge in all caps.
So cute. I love that.
So cute.
For the exercise panel, we have a couple of song selections that we can pick from. We have Don'tcha by PCD, Poker Face by Lady Gaga, Lose Control by Missy Elliott, which I think Keisha and everyone on the team agreed is more like 90s.
Just do Missy Elliott then. Yeah. Can we check everyone's outfits and make sure that they have 90s vibes?
Yes, we'll confirm that. Let's
we
make
need
a
like
note.
90s-ish sneakers. We need the whole thing.
What should we have Kim wear and Tracy?
We can tell Kim and Tracy and Marina that is Marina going to be in like a chef outfit?
I think she should.
Probably.
I think she should too.
Or even just all black, just very neutral colors.
Yeah, I need to tell Kendall that too.
Speaking of the 818 panel with Kendall, we spoke to their team yesterday, and he had this really cute idea. What
It's called a twist bar, which would be a really cool way to like integrate like and have accessories such as garnishing as
It's like
lavender,
vanilla sticks.
or
We really
orange.
showcase like how you drink the tequila, and I feel like it's really Poosh because it's not like mixers or sugary stuff. It's like
I
And that's also how we all like our tequila.
yeah,
like
and it's straight. And he was
and-
like, I think it would be really cool to show like the reposado goes really nicely with a cinnamon stick, or you could choose like lavender to enhance it, which is really cool.
It would enhance the drink itself instead of like taking away from the tequila, as
So-
well as give you guys something to
Are
play
we
with.
still gonna do the truth or dare?
I think we still should.
So we're gonna do.
We'll have that laid out.
You're not gonna know.
Yeah.
Neither will she, and we're gonna. So nothing's off limits, right?
Yeah, no. I mean,
Like, it's
so
such a
her and
small
I
case.
come up with the dares.
No,
so you
we do.
have
We
the-
are.
Okay.
We're just trying to figure them out.
Dares could be like.
Take a shot.
No, but it could be
Drink
like.
the whole bottle.
No, it could be like you run around the kitchen island.
Do a cartwheel.
And like with your hands in the air and like like something embarrassing.
I feel like you guys should pick more dares after you've each had a couple shots.
Yeah, because the dares will definitely be more silly. Is my point.
Then
They're not really going to be
right, and then it's funny.
Yeah.
You know. What if you like did
At
a
the
dare
end-
for them, one of them to prank call one of the sisters?
I already have a
Yeah,
dare
I
for a
love
prank
that
call.
one.
You know?
Can we not tell her that?
I didn't. Literally, that was just my idea. I didn't know that.
I don't
You
think
don't
she
have
brought
to
it in.
say, I already have that. You could just say, okay.
Can we do a dare?
Let's discuss it with Kourtney's away.
Yes,
What the dares can be. I just want to know what she was comfortable with.
Yeah.
Can we post these to our YouTube?
Yes, they're
Yes.
all going on.
Okay,
our
cute.
YouTube.
And do they live there? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so everything's gonna premiere on the day of like an actual event on YouTube. So it'll be like counting down at 10 a.m. PST
Okay.
on May 1st, and then we'll post it to our main feed.
Okay. Perfect.
Hi guys, I'm Veronique Vakari Barnes and I am so excited to be a part of Poosh Your Wellness. I have known the Poosh team for a very long time. Kourtney and Sarah and Sam and I have been friends since the early 90s. And they have asked me to come on today to show you guys some fun upcycling DIYs of random things in your house that you can turn into really cool crafts because I'm crafty. All right, let's get started. I love to spring clean and I have a messy desk, so this is the perfect way to organize your desk. I'm gonna take these cans and I'm going to show you how to make a chic desk organizer. So you need a piece of wood. You can get this at a craft store. I'm gonna take my different sizes of cans and I'm gonna organize them like this. This is the lid for this, so that was great. And the first step is to get the labels off of the cans. You can use an X-Acto knife, and if you need adhesive removal. And once you wash the cans, the labels become easier to take off. So I'm just gonna use this industrial strength adhesive for the bottom. You can get this at craft stores and sometimes they have it at drugstores in like the hardware department. This is really strong and dries fast, so that's good. Then you're just gonna place the can on the wood. So we'll let that dry, and then we're gonna take it outside to spray paint it. So now that it's all spray painted, we are gonna put our items in it. I love having an upcycled craft on my desk because it really makes me feel like I'm a part of the solution in helping our planet. I love a summer salad, and I found the best way to make my oil and vinegar look super chic. So let me show you how I do it. So you have your wine bottles, and we're gonna take off the label with an X-Acto knife. You start on the edge. I like to use some adhesive remover. So I spray that on and it makes it easier. We got the labels off the bottle. Looks beautiful. And now we are going to put the oil and vinegar in the bottle. So I use this little funnel. And it makes it easy to pour in and it's not messy at all. So you can get these reusable bottle tops at pretty much any store. They're great because they're great for pouring and they seal the bottle really nicely and they look good. And then you can get these little labels. I like to use chalk markers because if you make a mistake, you can just erase it really easily. There it is. They look good in the kitchen. I like them. I'm a busy mom and things tend to get stained a lot, so I found a really cool way to upcycle some stained linens with tie-dye. I love tie-dye. So this is how we do it. So you're gonna need rubber bands, and I like to start in the middle, like this, and you pull the napkin up like that, and then you can start to put the rubber bands on. And there's really no wrong way to do it because the more wild the rubber bands are, I feel like sometimes the better the tie-dye. So now I'm gonna do the placemat that is stained. So there's two ways you could do it. You could just roll it this way, like fold it over each other, and then put the rubber bands on. But I, for some reason, really still like this like middle part where you make it kind of a cone shape, and then you put the rubber bands around the top. You can make little cone shapes in other places too, and then just apply the rubber band. You just pinch the fabric and then put the rubber band on. The more rubber bands you put on, the more patterns you'll end up having. I like to put a bunch on. I love tie-dye. I just feel like it's so fun and colorful, and it's happy, and it's very 90s. It just brightens up any area that it's in and adds a good pop of color to the home. They look like little creatures. So now that I've got my little creatures and I've got the rubber bands all set up to go, I picked up the fabric dye at a craft store, and you can pretty much get tie-dye kits at any craft store in every color, like rainbow colors. But I find that the fabric dye is better for the more muted colors, and they create a more elevated vibe. So I'm gonna protect my countertop with some plastic because the fabric dye is serious and it's hard to get out. So I usually just put that down like this, and then I have some gloves. I like to put 2 on because sometimes these are thin and they rip. And that way your hands don't turn different colors. So once I have this laid out, I'll start with the placemat. And I put them in these little squeeze bottle with some warm water, and you can mix it up. And then you slowly just start to put the dye in the areas where the fabric is tied with the rubber bands. And when there's like a little puddle like this, it's good to just use the fabric to soak up the dye. You can just go like that and like soak up the dye. I really like to saturate the fabric that's exposed with the dye so it gets a really good contrast. Once all the exposed fabric is covered, then I usually just kind of clean up the rest by doing this. And then it's good to like squeeze it like that so that the dye can go through the middle part. Once it's dry, we'll take the rubber bands out and we will see our creation. Okay, I am ready for my napkin sets now. Sometimes I feel like the napkins tie-dye easier because they're just a thinner fabric. So if you want to mix colors, like do 2 or 3 colors, that's awesome too. Kind of like my shirt, but I just was into the muted vibe for the linens for the house. All right, so once this dries, we'll get to see what it looks like also. So now that these have all dried, we're gonna take off the rubber bands. I use some scissors. And here it is. Here's our napkin. Once you dye them, and they're dry, you can wash them, but make sure to wash them in cold water on a gentle cycle, otherwise they will bleed. And sometimes you can even use a little wash bag. And here's another one. Here is the placemat. I love how free-formed these tie-dye patterns came out. Definitely will not see the stains now. And your linens are new again. I'm gonna turn these candle tumblers into really cute little makeup jars for my counter in my bathroom. So once the candle is burnt down all the way, there's like that little leftover part with the wick. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna boil some water, and then I put the candle in the hot water, and you let it sit for a few minutes. Once it's sat there for 5 to 7 minutes, you can take it out. I like to use tongs because it can be really hot. And then I'm just gonna take a spoon and I'm gonna scoop the wax right out. Comes out super easy, and we'll put it in the bowl. I'm going to remove the label. Okay, so I got the label off and I gave this a really good wash. And as you can see, it's a really great little jar now. Now we're gonna put supplies in it. I like to put eyeliners, mascara tubes. I think it's really cute to do them in threes because then you can put your brushes in one, your makeup tubes, mascaras, eyeliners, and stuff in another, and then fun cosmetic wands and other tools in the last one. Now my makeup is ready for a shelfie. So castor oil is an amazing beauty secret. It helps your brows grow and makes them beautiful and healthy and full. And I have figured out a cool upcycling DIY to use a mascara tube for castor oil applicator. Let me show you how I do it. So the first thing you want to do is clean out the remainder of your empty mascara. So I got this cleaner with the reusable straw set that I bought. So we're first just gonna start by cleaning the brush. You know your tube is clean when you pull out the brush and there's no more black. I usually let it sit for like 5 or 10 minutes. So now that we have a perfectly clean mascara tube, we are ready to put in our castor oil. I use a dropper because it's really easy to put the oil in the tube. Now we're ready to put in our spoolie, and we have our castor oil applicator, and you put it on at night on your eyebrows and you just brush it through, and then they grow beautiful and bushy. So you can also do this with hair gel, and you can use the spoolie to get rid of flyaways. Thank you guys so much for joining us today and watching. I loved being a part of Poosh Your Wellness, and I am so inspired by Poosh and the brand, and I really hope that you guys are too. Please share the projects with us, tag us. We would love to see what you guys do at home and have some fun upcycling. Bye.
Thanks everyone. It's been such a fun day at Poosh Your Wellness, and we are so excited for our happy hour.
Yes.
I feel like this is like a happy ending.
No,
to
I'm so excited. I set up a little
the
garnish
day.
bar for us over by the couch.
A garnish bar?
Yeah.
Okay, well I have something set up for us too. Should we pour a drink first?
And head over?
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers. You like my little garnish setup?
Yes, fancy.
We did a little garnish spread. We spaced them out so that you could see which ones were probably better or preferred with each. So with the añejo, we have the vanilla bean like sticks, I guess. I don't know what you call those.
I love those.
And then cherry and orange. And then with the repo, it's pineapple and coconut. And then there's these mango wedge things with tahini. For the Blanco, we have lemon and basil, the grapefruit peel, and rosemary. You know, a cocktail has a lot of sugar, so I'd say this is like a less sugar version of a cocktail. Push your wellness, babe.
Push your wellness. So the surprise is that we're gonna play Truth or Dare.
Oh no.
So here are the rules. When it's your turn, choose Truth or Dare.
Okay.
The other participant will pick a card from the corresponding stack and read it aloud. Black is dare, white is truth. Each participant can choose to skip 3 times, but then they must take a sip of tequila. Winner is whomever has the most points when the stacks of cards are finished, or whomever passes out first. Oh my gosh.
Jesus Christ.
So what do you want first?
Truth.
Okay.
It's scary either way.
Okay, weirdest food combo you like to eat.
Oh, that's not bad. Toast with peanut butter on top and then eggs, like scrambled eggs.
Oh my gosh.
It's kind of random.
That's a good one.
I honestly haven't eaten it in years, but I used to eat it a lot.
Mine is I eat like pickles with tangerines combined into a bite. I think I'll do a dare.
Jump rope for 90 seconds, take a sip of tequila every time you stop.
Okay, tell me when.
Ready?
Yep. I did 2 workouts today already. Pilates and Dawn.
Oh wow. Well, here's your third one. How long do you usually go for?
I've done 20 minutes straight, no mess ups.
That's not true. I don't believe that. quite the challenge.
It is. I'm totally out of breath.
Time.
Jump rope queen.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I'll do a
Kendall.
I'll do a dare.
Okay.
Oh, I hope it's not active.
Call mom and tell her you're pregnant.
Can I text her?
No.
I'm bad on
It says call. I'd like to see your skills.
Hello.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, honey.
So I have a scenario.
Okay.
I have not gotten my period in a little while, and I was supposed to get it like last week, so I kind of got nervous and like randomly took a test.
Yeah.
And it came back positive. So I took another one, and that one also came back positive. And I'm literally like about to cry.
That's so weird you just told me this because I dreamed about this last night.
Really?
Really, really, really crazy.
I'm kind of freaking out. I just like don't know what to do.
Well, I'll put on my clothes and get over there. Well, I'll tell you, Kendall,
what?
You know, you have to do whatever your heart tells you to do. I think it's great news, but I'm your mom, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Mom, I'm just kidding. Mom. Mom, I'm with Kourtney.
She's just kidding, Mom. Relax.
Oh, fuck.
You're on, we're playing Truth or Dare for Poosh, and she pulled my card and it said to call you and tell you I was pregnant. All right, well, I love you and I loved your reaction.
Oh, brother. All right.
Okay, bye.
I'll go put the champagne back on ice.
Okay, bye.
Okay, I'll do truth.
Biggest lie you ever told?
Probably like to my parents.
Right.
Like I said, I stole the car when I was 15 and didn't have a license with like this guy, Jason Minium, who was Kim's first boyfriend. The housekeeper like told on me, and then I got in trouble and like I lied and said that it wasn't true and like whatever. I was grounded for like a whole semester.
I would tell Mom and Dad every night, I'm going to Laura Slanian's house. Like, I'm going to Laura's house, I'm going to Laura's house.
But would they not call the parents?
No. I could drive at this point.
My
So I was
dad would
16.
call parents.
They wouldn't, but Mom even told me, she's like, I knew you were going to your boyfriend's house.
Truth or dare?
Dare.
Text our family group chat that you just got engaged.
Oh my God, Mom's gonna be like, what is happening? But it's believable, so I will do it.
Okay.
Does anyone have a wedding ring? That's weird. I don't want to take your wedding ring and put it on my wedding ring. My
what
finger.
if you take it? Yeah.
Is that weird? I feel bad. I swear I feel bad. You don't have to give it to me. I don't know. I just feel like it's weird that I'm putting a wedding ring on.
Oh my God, this is amazing. I just can't wait to see. You know, Chloe's gonna write a novel.
Okay. Do I just say, guys? Hi. No.
Kendall, you're live.
We're playing Truth or Dare, and that was our dare.
Text everybody.
Yeah, but play into it.
Play into it.
First of all, it doesn't fit you.
Well, it needs to be sized.
Hold on, I'm answering Kim.
Wait, no. You're lying, because you're irritable.
We're playing Truth or Dare for Poosh.
I'll let you respond however you want in the chat.
Just keep it going.
Like, what? Oh my gosh. Okay, bye.
Bye. Kendall, wait, what? Kendall. We're playing Truth or Dare. And that was my dare, was to text the family.
That's so stupid. Why would you do that to us?
I know, it was so fun.
Well, at least we know you guys will be excited when the day comes.
I know, you guys were so hyped.
I was just disappointed it was a little big on your finger. I was like, you couldn't have gotten the size right?
No,
What's happening?
nothing. We're just playing Truth or Dare.
Don't worry, she's playing a freaking game.
We already told Mom she was pregnant 5 minutes ago. Okay, we gotta go.
All right, bye.
All right, love you guys.
Love you.
Okay, I'll do Truth again.
Where's the craziest place you've made out with someone?
Maybe in a car while the person was driving.
That sounds very unsafe.
It is, I don't recommend it.
I'll do Truth again.
Okay. If you could have one superpower, what would it be and why?
It's really between being invisible, flying, and reading minds.
Oh, okay, so I don't think I would want to read minds.
It's just a lot of information.
Yeah.
It is.
And then I think...
So we could take that one out. Being invisible.
But then it's like, are you going to use it for the right reasons?
It's kind of the reading the mind.
Kind of like, yeah.
Whole, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think
flying,
maybe flying.
just imagine you can get from...
Or teleportation.
Ooh, I know, that's what I was just going to say, time traveling.
Teleportation or time travel, that would be
Time
amazing.
travel.
But is that a superpower?
Yeah, I think it could be. I think time travel, to be able to go back to any era and like live in that moment in time, because being able to go places, like we can do that in a different way.
Yeah.
I think I'll do one more truth and then maybe we'll do a dare. If you had to be roommates with one of your sisters, who would it be?
Well, that's for you, right?
Yeah, I've been roommates with Chloe and Kim.
You've been one with me for like a short amount of time.
I have.
Not as long as
I haven't been one with Kylie. I mean, you guys are all good roommates. I think Kim and I, with like our kids and the kids' ages and all that stuff, we're kind of on the same like schedule. So I think I would say Kim. Take a shot of tequila while you're doing the splits.
I can't do the splits.
I wonder if I can.
Stretch.
You know, I tried to do the splits here at this very table before, and I think that's where I fucked myself. Well, that's pretty close.
I'll take one with you.
Who is your favorite sibling?
I don't have
besides
one.
me.
No, I'm serious. I really don't have one. Like, that's the worst question. Like, I can't even.
Yeah, I think there's different siblings for different
moments
of like what, like if you're in a, like if I'm going on a kids trip, then my favorite is Kim.
Or even I think that like we as siblings have like moments in time. Like I'll be closer with someone for a moment and then I'll get closer with another for a moment. You know what I mean? Like I think we go
it's like all different things. Or like we're into traveling to the same place.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it all like depends.
Thank you to everyone for joining us, to all of our sponsors and our Poosh community for spending this beautiful day with us. All of today's content will live on Poosh's YouTube channel. Anytime you're feeling If you want to watch me and Kendall play Truth or Dare, you can just go to our Poosh YouTube.
Cheers, girl.
Cheers. Poosh your wellness.